if you were wondering how you could actually take that leap of faith, like I was talking about in my last reading, if you've watched it, I highly recommend it, and how to actually free yourself in order to unlock this new, better reality for real, then keep watching. Because the key is changing your identity, not necessarily only from the outside in terms of appearance and on a surface level way, but also deeply on the inside as well. This is about creativity and it's about depth, like there's more to it. So let's start from here. There seems to be obstacles in the way that you need to break free from in order to unlock a better reality. But good news is that so far it does seem like definitely it's possible for you all to be in a better reality. So the key here is to realize that what you want is also seeking you and wanting to meet you here and embrace you. For example, if you want to be, let's say if you're like really shy, you have social anxiety, and you just wish you could be a bit more outspoken and outgoing, sure, it might take some time to actually get there, but it's not impossible. But let's say a limiting belief that you might have is that you are shy and you'll always be that way. Just because, let's say, we are one way in our personality doesn't mean we have to be stuck there forever. Or at least not for me. I'm speaking from experience here. Like, I used to be very shy. But now, slowly but surely, the more I healed, the more I accepted myself and really worked on developing the qualities that I wanted daily, the less shy I became, the more I broke free from that obstacle. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even be able to speak here or even get far with my life like I've been doing. So starting from here, what you want is already inside you, waiting to be accepted and developed further. So completely open your mind, keep an open mind, and just assume, because this will work out in your favor whether it's actually real or not. So if you just for a second believe or consider the possibility that everything you want deeply in your heart that is good and what your soul wants actually wants you to. It wants you to recognize it, develop it, because those traits are dormant within you and you already have a lot inside of you that is waiting to be unlocked. And you are the only person who could activate and unlock this. And one powerful way that works for me is allowing myself to consider the possibilities and also feel inspired by others who let's say I can look up to for the traits that they have or for the skills that they have. Not necessarily them as a person, because I've broken free from idolizing people, because in the past I used to get myself stuck and waste my time. Really, like, I was looking up to people way too much, to the point where I was elevating them and putting them on a pedestal before I even like knew them, even with like celebrities, even with strangers. Like, you have to realize in life that we don't truly know anyone around us as deeply as we might assume or think we do. But the only person that we do know deeply are ourselves. And the only ones who can complete us is not through other people, is not through influence alone. It's from yourself. Only you can give yourself what you need. However, it's good to find some support and help from others and, friends and allies if you have them. But at the same time, it will be you who will have to do most of the work here to truly unlock a reality that is best for you, because no one really knows what is best for you except you. And you are the only one that can truly change and make the change that you want and go for what is true in your heart. So another thing is to follow your intuition and try not to overthink it. While it's important to support your intuition with critical thinking and, thinking through big decisions, I find that there's a lot of things I'm led towards with my intuition that has actually led to me making that progress and overcoming that previous obstacle that I was trapped in that I didn't fully realize. For example, so this will sound kind of crazy, but I was feeling very drawn to, so this was like a few days ago, I was feeling very drawn to watching an anime called Forest of Piano. And I've watched it many years ago and I did enjoy it and I finished it, but I haven't watched it in years until I actually saw it still on Netflix. And I was like, I just felt this nudge in my heart to watch it again, but I didn't know why. And then I was starting to overthink and shut myself down and say, it's not that deep, it's just a show, it's just an anime, I've watched this before. And when I actually watched it, I actually felt something deep in my heart, resonating with the characters in the show, Ichino Sakai, the main character who's a piano prodigy, and his teacher. And yeah, basically, okay, I don't want to over explain everything, but I deeply felt a resonance that actually pushed me towards going within and questioning myself in how and why I hold myself back from the things I am drawn to, for example. And this time I did take that leap of faith and I did something small, like just rewatch a show, right? And it made me so unbelievably happy. I can't even explain it. I felt so happy and I could feel myself getting a spark from it, a spark of inspiration. And one key quote, I still remember from that show, The Forest of Piano, is when, why can't I remember the teacher's name? Hold on a second. So yeah, when Achino, the Kai's piano teacher, made this very important point when Kai, for the first time, he was struggling, despite being a prodigy, he was struggling to play Chopin's music piece or something. And he said to him, the reason why you need to find out the reason why you are so distracted and your struggles with the piano isn't the piano itself. Your true enemy is yourself. And that actually made me think. I replayed it a few times, the true enemy is yourself. What does he mean by that? And it is so true. it's made me realize like how many times I have gotten in my own way and I have become an obstacle to myself like without knowing. And it's to do with limiting beliefs, and it's to do with like sometimes I really do hold myself back from what it is I truly want in my heart. But now I am slowly like I am breaking free from that as well. So I highly resonate with this reading as well. Like I feel like I have already freed myself, and I'm sure I always say that the healing never ends. Like whenever I feel like I've made progress, I am complete, there is always something I learn. There is always something more to do, something more to discover. And that's just a part of life, I feel like. And now for the final part, if you've gotten this far, I feel like highly drawn to reading this part of my book, How to Survive a Glow Up, From Performing to Living. So this is the book, and it's available on Kindle. So I'll just read that paragraph here. So for a while, I was stuck between trying to have the desired traits I wanted to actually embodying. How do I actually become it? Was something I was going through and struggling with for a while, until like I finally broke free. So I'll read it out. You must move from trying to have or trying to do something, or acting more like desired traits, to actually embodying these desired traits. Embodiment is the higher level of acting. It's becoming it, actually becoming it. It's realizing that those traits are already inside you, like I talked in this reading, waiting to be accepted and developed further. You already have what you need. That's why, your soul is drawn to it. And if you find yourself drawn to specific characters, specific people, it's a reason behind that. It could be how they make you feel, it could be the idea of them, or the image that they portray that awakens something that's already inside you. So that means you don't even need them. You already have what you need. You just need to realize, feel inspired, realize and develop it for yourself. So how can you actually move into embodiment? You do this by thinking of yourself as the new character unlocked, or simply just say like ideal self. This is highly recommended, for people like me who feel drawn to characters and story tropes. So the new character unlocked is you accessing the next level of self. And accessing the version of you that already has everything you want. Rather than acting like your new character, you develop and embody the desired traits of that character. For example, if you want to develop the traits emotionally intelligent, strength, and assertive leadership, you work out how you'll develop these qualities daily. If you write down the qualities you admire, it can even be like you admire someone's aesthetic and you write down what exactly you admire about it and how you can use that not to copy but to use that as inspiration. Okay, what do you want for yourself? How can you spin it and make it your own, basically? And you'll need to actually work on these qualities daily, little by little. And you need to be open to learning, keep an open mind, and trust in your intuition and instincts.